step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step
the YouTube did the whiz ding. 78. Ha. Yeah, then can post for the right. Yeah, okay. Charlie, how go Charlie? Can't go live. I don't know how I could start it. The way they don't make ready, no. Make us see. And, Charlie, evening be what? Bonsoir. Ah, good evening and bonsoir to all of our African brothers on the stream. Hey, good evening and bonsoir. Oh, to every bonsoir be afternoon. I go vex. So everything bonsoir. Okay. Alright. Moku bounce. Hmm. Eee. Hmm.
All right, Charlie, good evening and bonsoir to everybody watching. It's such a pleasure to be here. I bet we all know the reason why we are here. There's a lot of chatter that's been going on, and it's had everybody talking. I mean, everybody's been waiting for the stream, and you can't blame them. There's a lot of controversy, and it's time to settle the scores. If you just joined, my name is Slimo. I'm an esports caster from Ghana, and it's such an honor to be here to settle a dispute. I kind of feel like this one is not, we can't term this a battle because it's just a straight up dispute between, of course, a player from Ivory Coast and a player from Nigeria. There was a tournament in which Killer Freak felt it wasn't on fair grounds, to be honest with you, and we're here to settle the scores. It should be an enjoyable, fun stream, no disrespect. We just want to enjoy FC24 at the highest level. We want to enjoy these two players, play their best, and of course, we'll be here to catch all of the action. So if you did join the live broadcast, kindly subscribe to the channel that you're on right now. It is Afro Panda Esports that is making this happen. So if you are on here, kindly hit that subscribe button and like the stream as well. Once again, my name is Slimo, and I'll be taking you through everything that will be happening.
Here today is going to be Killer Freak of Nigeria taking on CKE of the Ivory Coast. I've heard a lot about these two players. With Killer Freak, if you play on the Lagos server, you certainly know how good this guy is. Participating well in tournaments in Nigeria. Online, he's a beast, and every single time I've watched him play, I've been impressed. For CKE, I have to be honest. I haven't heard too much from him because we don't get to hear a lot about the Ivorian players, but his performances in the E-League One tour and others have definitely put a spotlight on him, and you kind of feel like he also deserves all of the hype that he's getting. It's time to put that hype to the test. It's time to just test whether that hype is really true and if he's that good of a gamer. I know there was that final where everybody was saying, some people said it was unfair the way it ended, but now it's time to settle the scores. If you're wondering why there's a delay in the game, well, we apologize heavily because the production team is doing everything possible so we can run this one as smoothly as possible. So you can see on your live screen right now, we are seeing CKE in his proud Ivorian kit waiting for the games to begin. And of course, we are waiting on the Nigerian Killer Freak, possibly his manager Tommy Day around, so that we can get this game running. So I kindly exercise patience for us. When everything gets down, of course, we'll get down to streaming. I just want this one to be as smooth as possible. I want this one to be as what should I coin this? As harmless as possible. I know there will be chaotic times, but you've got to find a way to make it as entertaining as possible. So kindly just bear with us as we get everything sorted. So yeah, Killer Freak and CKE about to do battle. Mind that it is going to be best of five series. So you can go in there and then enjoy all of the action. Best of five series means anybody that wins 3 games, not just 3 consecutive games, 3 games out of that five is crowned champion here today, and that's what is at stake. The pride of Africa. To be honest with you, I think this is the biggest battle this year, and funny enough, it's coming at the closing stages of FC24. So kindly bear with us as we get things ongoing. So stick and stay with us. We'll take a commercial break, and when we're back, we'll certainly get Killer Freak on the cam, and then of course we can kickstart the games.
To the realm of Afro Panda.
Eh.
In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda.
I don't buy much. I buy land, bro. Along Germany. Old McDonald's every time I land, bro. Big J Rocks in both hands, bro, and all that. And I'm best dressed moving forward. Yeah, tiny task on. Yeah, all that. Compton Cowboy, all that. Yeah, big protein. 150 grams of protein. Y'all gotta stop playing, bro. I swear, bro.
He gon' up the world, excuse me, but is that your girl? If she tell, that's a good referral. He BGB talk crazy to me, but Kendrick know I like a regular girls. I'm not good with the regular girls. Never want a veteran girl. I just might change your life. We ain't wearing no Giuseppe jeans. We ain't doing none of normal things. Do you know what formal means? Critics saying that I lost the plot. Principles, yeah, I'd rather not. Messi about to come in hot.
Dot. We gon' up the world, excuse me, but it's that your girl. Didn't mean to possess your girl. Baby, I'm high profile. Don't ever tell them you met me, girl. They gon' think that you rep me, girl. 5'7", I'm messy, girl. I'm a the name, he got time for your bestie, girl. Know that I'm best dressed. Too high profile to access. I ain't even got a fact check. All I'm wearing is Wells Bonner. Feeling good, I might wear no. Matter of fact, let's stay platonic.
I just think that ironic. You could pick the bunk or bed. Either way, I'ma want some. Messi lived through me instead. We grew up around trifling. You ain't did nothing, I don't know. It's cool, baby. I'm too high pro. I'm baby Keem. I wouldn't call it close. Messi, get them girls off the stage, cause somebody's gonna get taken, somebody's gonna invade on a one-on-one conversation. I'm ducked off from the world, I'm immersed in the PlayStation, and I ain't worried about her. It's 1,000 hers out waiting.
We gon' the world, excuse me, but this that your girl. Didn't mean to possess your girl. Baby, I'm high profile. Don't ever tell them you met me, girl. They gon' think that you rep me, girl. 5'7", I'm messy, girl.
Famous, but I'm not for sale. Why you trying to possess me, girl?
I mean, you know what upset me,
I
girl.
was like that when you met me, girl.
Cause she'll put you in princess shoes.
Elevate you, respect you too.
Here's 10K, I'm in a sexy mood.
Don't let the homies touch you, move.
Yeah, know that I'm best dressed with Martine when I board jets, they sardines, and I'm big fish, eat caviar when I'm deep. Press take selfies, I'm in Czech Republic. Cornell, he go check the budget. Part 2 million from my cousin, never gave it back cause it's nothing.
It.
Yeah,
New devotions. Keeping focused. Starship. Is that a foreign?
they foreign?
She's organic. Skin is glowing. My heart is glowing.
Like, wow.
Split personality. Two phones. Two emotions.
Like, how?
Girl, you get the notion. Not hard to notice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a deep, 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 deep ocean.
That,
Shorty say she. I'ma keep hoping.
he's not.
Shorty say she loving me. I'ma be open.
I'll try.
See, get them girls off the stage, cause somebody's gonna get taken, somebody's gonna invade on a one-on-one conversation. I'm ducked off from the world, I'm immersed in the PlayStation, and I ain't worried about her. It's a thousand hers out waiting.
So make I no go live. All right, welcome back, guys. It seems like the boys are ready. CK and Killer Freak are ready. You can see them in your shots there as well. If you just joined this live broadcast, this is proudly brought to you by Afro Panda Esports and Season Gaming as well. They've come together and put up a big one because I feel like this one is the battle of the year among the Africans. I haven't seen a battle that has garnered so much attention like these two, Killer Freak and CKE, ready to settle the scores. Once again, my name is Slimore. This is the best of five series between the Nigerian Killer Freak and CKE going into this one. If you don't understand how best of five works, you've got to win 3 games out of that best of five to be crowned champion here today. And it seems like the guys are ready, and so are we here inside the studios as we get into game
Bonsoir
one
à
of
tous, la
the
nuit est
action.
claire et dégagée, les
Killer
conditions sont
Freak
optimales
taking
pour
on
jouer au foot ce soir.
CKE. A
Bienvenue dans
lot
ce
of
stade
talks have
magnifique.
gone down, and
Ici
we'll
la
have an
Cinderella pour vous
assessment of
faire
how
vivre ce
Killer
match
Freak's team
comme si vous
is looking as well. Both players coming into this one very, very hot. I mean, there have been a lot of controversy surrounding controller settings, camera settings, and we are making sure that everything is on point. So we know everything is fair, and then we'll have our winners on a very, very fair level. Killer Freak being shown on your left, and of course, CKE repping his Ivorian kit on your right. You can start leaving your predictions in the chat as well. You can start leaving the predictions in the chat as well. Who do you think is picking this one, and in how many games? If Killer Freak is going to win in like the fourth game, tell me Killer Freak in the fourth game. If CK is going to win this one in the fifth game, tell me CKE in the fifth game as well. I'm really I'm looking forward to seeing how the first game goes. I feel like the nerves might just settle in a bit. Maybe the players might just feel a little bit nervous because of the magnitude of the game, the kind of pressure that everybody has put on these two, and representing your country at such a big stage is certainly one that puts a lot of pressure on you. If you are still in the live stream and you're enjoying the broadcast, kindly do leave a like on the stream. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Kindly also um, just subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate all of the efforts as well. This one brought to you by Afro Panda Esports and Season Gaming. It seems like the guys are good to go, or they're just getting things ready. Hopefully, this is the final pause that we'll have. Well. We are not done yet. To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting this game to even start early because with all of the confusion about it and everybody wanting to weigh their opinions in and everybody having something to say, you'd expect that this one is certainly going to be one that's going to be chaotic. So everything has got to be set. Controller settings, camera settings, and you can see how CKE has positioned his camera as well. You can see him actually holding the controller and playing the game. So if you're still not convinced about that, then I don't know what you need anymore. We've done everything in our power to make this one as smooth as possible. What happened there? Well, we'll see what that's happening, and then hopefully we'll be able to get into it. But yeah, keep the comments coming in. Who's winning this one? Let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know what you think in the chat. We'll see how this one ends. But I mean, for FC24 and coming into this year and how the game has gone, you kind of feel like Africans have had a chance to prove themselves. Of course, with the Nigerians having their own pro league, where we saw Adefola winning $15,000, unable to travel to Germany for that qualifiers for the FC Pro World Championship, of course, due to visa issues. Hopefully next year they get that sorted out. But you kind of feel like Africans are getting the chance. With CKE also playing that E League One tour, he's had an opportunity to also perform at the highest level. Hopefully he can keep doing that a lot more, and then certainly we'll be able to enjoy him on much more bigger stages. The ping also looks good. I think everything is good now. Hopefully when these guys get into it, we can start smoothly. Like I was speaking of chances with the Africans, we've seen like Nigerian like Farouk Manzo being in that the ladder, the pro ladder earlier on in this year where he performed well. We saw the Moroccans also perform well. We saw was it the Algerians at the point, the Egyptians, sorry, they also did perform well. I feel like this year the North Africans have just been on another level so far. Charlie controller settings alone. Steven Buzio says they ask CK to put his hands in the spotlight. He does it, and Killer Freak has to do it too. That's not bad at all. That's fair. Certainly, the organizers are looking at it, and then I'm sure they'll try to do everything in their power to also get Killer Freak to show his hands in the camera as well, so everything is free and fair. Desire says, Desire, if I didn't pronounce your name like it should, kindly bear with me. It says CK is winning the series easily. Desire, just tell me why you feel like CK is winning this series. Why do you feel like he's got the upper hand over Killer Freak? Why do you think he's the much better player going into it? Because to be honest with you, I haven't watched too much of CK for Killer Freak. I've watched a few of his rival games. I've watched his live broadcast as well when he's streaming on Twitch and then sometimes on TikTok as well. So I kind of know how he plays. I did watch him slightly at this year's ENPFL too. So I've seen the damage that he can do for CKE. I've heard about his exploits. The E-League One tour, I wasn't invested in it too much because I didn't have the chance to watch, to be honest with you. So I'm really looking forward to also watching him play. And with the stakes on it, you kind of feel like he certainly got to bring his A game right from the very start. Right from the very start. And for my Ivorians in the chat that are leaving their comments in French, kindly bear with me. I understand no French. I speak no French, so kindly bear with me if I'm not reading out your chat or I'm not understanding them too. So kindly understand for me, and then we'll get this one going. We appreciate each and every single one of you in the live broadcast for today. If you just joined, this is Killer Freak versus CKE, a matchup that has had everybody talking. I mean, everybody's been talking about this one. Killer Freak has been on everybody's lips, so has CKE as well, and certainly it is one that will certainly go down in history as possibly one of the best in Africa. Hey, Charlie. I beg, keep the comments as respectful as they can be. Now we go back to the menus. Wow. Yeah, Treasure says, can they start playing already? Yeah, that's what I'm also hoping that they can get into the game so that we can enjoy all of the action. They're just getting everything ready for what will be going on. So hopefully we'll be able to get everything sorted. So just kindly exercise some patience for us and kindly do subscribe to the channel Afro Panda Esports and Season Gaming, making sure that this one happens. Hopefully, third time's the charm. They've gotten into the lobby. Hopefully, this time around, we actually get to enjoy some excellent gameplay. It's Killer Freak taking on CKE in our best of
Vous aimez le
five
spectacle, vous n'allez pas
series.
être
Killer
déçus ce
Freak,
soir.
who's
L'ambiance
been on a
est
tear this year in
exceptionnelle. Au
FC24, he
micro, le
certainly
meilleur
made a
duo
lot
de
of noise
Freak,
with his play
Dimitrios
style and,
Papadopoulos,
and
Jonas
everything that he's done on
Kastouris,
the Nigerian scene.
Benjamin
And
de
for
et Omar
CKE, it will
Dafonseca.
be
Et nous
certainly the
sommes donc
time
fidèles
to
au poste
prove
pour vous
a
faire vivre
strong
ce
point
match dans
that
son
he's been
intégralité.
hoping to prove.
Les
And there we
Invincibles
have it.
contre l'équipe
The two
Coco.
giants go at each other, and there will be a first opening chance for Erling Haaland pretty early in this game. This one is certainly one for the ages. My name is Slimo, and this is the best of
Et
five
voilà les
action
titulaires pour
between
Invincible
Killer
sur
Freak
ce
and
match. Avec dans les buts,
CKE. If you
Petr
just
Cech,
joined, kindly do
Edir
subscribe
Militao.
to the
Avec
channel,
William
leave a
Saliba
like
au
on the
centre de la
stream.
défense. Ruud
I'm,
Gullit
I'm,
sera
I'm
associé
certain that you
directement
you
au
you will go
milieu.
in
Et
this
donc pour
this
finir
one
cette
and
formation avec
enjoy it.
15
Killer
éléments.
Freak looking to just make sure
Le
that
29, l'équipe de
everything
départ.
goes
Molly
smoothly
Football.
for him.
J'aime
Killer
voir
Freak
de
is in
l'ambition dans
the
la feuille
orange
de
kit
match.
for those
Et là,
wondering.
je
He's
vois un
kicking from
4-4-2
left to right,
offensif avec
and for
l'intention de se projeter
CKE
vers l'avant.
in is that Real Madrid kit I'm seeing? Yes, in the all white from right to left. I've had a chance to assess their squads as well.
Les
And right now,
Invincibles
where the
s'installent
game
dans
is
le camp
currently
adverse.
at the end of FC24, everybody's
La
squads
passe vers
are
Davis.
really built up. I'm seeing a lot of 99 rated cards
Ah, bien
out there.
placé
As
pour
we'll
une
see,
frappe.
an opening chance
Goal, goal,
early.
goal, 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 goal.
Well, it didn't take him too much
Dans ce
time.
match. Et tant
Just
mieux.
6 minutes on the
Déjà
clock,
l'ouverture du score.
and Killer Freak has made his presence felt.
L'action se poursuit dans le camp adverse.
Opening stages are always tricky, and
Gullit,
CKE will start to
Ronaldinho.
possibly feel the pressure, and this one Killer Freak getting into more dangerous positions very early on. And we are seeing some marvelous
Le ballon
step
leur
overs,
échappe.
always something that you should keep an eye
Ronaldinho.
on. Ronaldinho on the wing with some space.
Avec Davis.
You've always got to take your time when you're defending on the wing, because if you miss tackles, you
Ronaldinho.
go in aggressively and you
Le
don't
ballon
get
en
the
retrait.
ball. It always just creates problems at the back
Récupération
for you this time
musclée
around.
tout en évitant le
CK is
penalty.
able to gather and win the ball
Yaya
back
Touré.
with Mbappe. Yeah, Touré, another misplaced pass, the pressure. Just getting to the Ivorian a
Ah, il y a
bit
sans doute quelque chose
with him
d'intéressant à venir pour
being
les
down by a goal early. Well, we'll have
Ronaldinho.
the whole of the 90 minutes to find out.
Encore
Ronaldinho again, the danger man with some space. Oh,
C'est contré.
Killer Freak is looking really, really good out there.
Et voilà
Vitinha,
l'interception pour mettre
every
fin à
single
l'attaque
time he's
adverse.
gotten into space, it looks like Killer Freak might actually break out and get a goal.
Yaya Touré.
Chance for CKE to now certainly go
Avec
the other
Haaland.
way around and test that defense
Kevin De Bruyne.
of Killer Freak early. Haaland, step over into space. CKE,
Ouais, c'est bien
well,
anticipé. La passe est toute
come
claire.
on. That should have found its way to the back of the net. That was excellent sequence
Ronaldo.
from the Ivorian. He's certainly growing into this game now. And you feel like once the game carries on and he's being able to create chances, certainly when he's knocking down on that door, he can break it down and
Kevin De
possibly
Bruyne.
create a chance.
Ah
or
non, qui
possibly
reçoit
a
le
goal
ballon.
for himself. Haaland
Très bien
will
défendu, sans
just try to
commettre de
use his
faute.
strength and get away from his marker. But I've enjoyed what I've seen so far. The intensity from both sides
McTominay,
has been something to enjoy. Both players have
Eder
got the
Militao reçoit
intent
le
to
ballon.
win,
Une
and that
séquence
is
de
how come we're
conservation avec ce
enjoying this
ballon qui
game
circule
to
dans
the
la
highest
moitié de
level.
terrain.
Both players are not willing to sit back and maybe rat it out, as some of us would like to call it in the community, and they are going all out. It certainly ends up being an enjoyable game. Put an exclamation mark on that one. R9 Ronaldo buries the second one for Killer Freak. That was from distance, and that's why you've got the Brazilian icon in spaces like those. Killer Freak with a high pressing with another chance on his hands. Ronaldo, ball rolls, scoop into Ronaldinho. De Bruyne will look for the perfect pass to play it into. Killer Freak can't be stopped on his rampage again. Decides to go near post. And Schmeichel will come to the rescue of CKE. The Ivorian certainly under loads of pressure now. Killer Freak again with Vitinha. I haven't seen too much of the player logs from him. And that time was trying to pull it off, just unsuccessful. But in these first 27 minutes, you've got to be honest, it's been a Nigerian that has been all over the Ivorian so far. And he's got a well-deserved 2-goal lead at this point. For CK, it's just been a slow start for him. And one thing I've learned about FC24 is once you start the game slow and you're facing a really good opponent, it can just go away for you within a blink. CKE down the byline. You buy this time with Haaland, the step movers again. We've seen him go to that move on 2 occasions now. But we're red by Killer Freak. I think a smack also from the Nigerian. He's just settling into this game. Playing at his best. McTominay with Rude Hullet. This year, with the meta that is currently going on, I believe if you've even watched a stream or you've played FC24 at any level, you know of the meta being aerial play style plus. You've always got to be careful of the back post crosses, and that's why we are seeing someone like McTominay play at the right back of the Nigerian Killer Freak. He's got the size to deal with the back post crosses. He's got some defensive stats as well, and he's a really key one to watch in those battles at the back post. Davis for De Bruyne, Killer Freak dominating possession standings right now and dominating in the scoreline as well. Davis will assess his options now, the Nigerian. When he's camped in the front of the box of CKE, the Ivorian is just finding it difficult to keep that composure. And with how good Killer Freak has been already, I understand when maybe CKE panics a bit, but it's still a very long way to go. And that's why we all enjoy Ultimate Team action. We are just about 5 minutes away from the first half coming to an end. Vitinha again for Killer Freak. Hold it. We'll thread that one into McTominay. Always look out for the byline in FC24. And I believe everyone will agree with me that when the game came out in its early stages, like FC24, in the very first week or in the very first month, the byline was a huge meta that everybody liked to abuse. Now they've nerfed it a bit, but it's still something that you can apply to your game and it will certainly give you a chance to score goals. Saliba with another impressive interception to get the ball back for Killer Freak, and he's on another rampage again, eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. There was no doubt in there. That's why he's touted as the best Brazilian forward, possibly the best forward in the game as well. R9 Ronaldo secures the third for Killer Freak. And what a first half this one has been. Heavily dominated by the Nigerian, and the Ivorian just struggling to find a way back into the game. Wow. Already 3 goals for Killer Freak in the first half. So some of the patterns that he's just used are ones that, if you've been playing a lot of FC24, you know that there are patterns that work. The breaking the lines with the through balls, the player locks to create space, the elasticals, like all of these things that he's meshed together in this game are making it so difficult for him to be stopped. And that's why you kind of feel like Killer Freak puts a lot of fear in these players because he's got everything on lock. He's skillful. He can play direct. We saw R9 with a bullet finish earlier in that first half. So he's just got everything in his locker and he's making it extremely difficult for CKE. But it's not all over in this one. We still got the whole of the 45 minutes to go with Killer Freak comfortably up by 3 goals to nil. Does the Ivorian have something up his sleeve? Well, we'll find out very soon. Haaland, this could be the start of possibly a nice comeback from him. McTominay, the man we made mention of earlier, he certainly put his stamp on this game, getting in
Alphonso
there
Davies
and making crucial tackles.
Eder Militao.
Every single time I
Bonne
watch a
conservation
broadcast
du
of
ballon dans leur
FC24,
moitié de
I'm
terrain.
always critical of how the midfield
McTominay,
balances. And for Killer Freak, I like how balanced that midfield is. When you've got a pair of De Bruyne
Ronaldinho.
and
Oui,
Ruud
bien
Gullit
fait
and the
ça.
kind of abilities they've got with
Et
De
bonne
Bruyne, he's
intervention
got that
en
ping
soutien
pass
sur ce
for
ballon.
him to
C'est bien
find
libéré.
the attackers when they're on the run or possibly even get those aerial plus play style
Ginola.
players to get into motion with all of those crosses. You know that's a really good player
David
with the
Ginola.
likes of Ruud Gullit.
Et
Ginola,
maintenant
the
Haaland.
ball roll into some space. Haaland will get to
Militao
set
en
it off.
opposition.
All of CKE's attacks have just been repelled heavily, and Ivorian has just struggled to get
Ronaldinho.
his shots off. Kudos to Killer Freak on
Laissez
doing
Cristiano
an
Ronaldo.
excellent job on the
Incroyable
defense.
parade
Huge
sur
saves,
cette
Michael.
action. Quel réflexe,
Oh, that's a
quelle
huge
présence.
one to keep
Vraiment une intervention de très
CKE
grande
still in
classe.
this game because if Killer Freak goes out by 4, I
Ça
don't
joue avec
think there's any
McTominay.
way back for CKE. Vitinha for
Il y a un
R9
peu
with
d'espace dans
space. We'll
l'axe.
find Vitinha again. The way manner
Allez,
in
passe
which
Marcel. L'ouverture
CK
ne
is
devrait
just
pas
trying to
tarder.
close out all of those pieces is to be admired. He's tried his best to just get everything settled and possibly reduce that 3 goal deficit. It seems like we've run into a problem. Possibly network issues for these two guys. Hopefully, we'll be able to sort things out. But if you're enjoying what you're seeing and you haven't subscribed to the channel, my friend, what are you waiting for? Kindly get onto that one and just subscribe to the channel. Afro Panda Esports bringing you some of the best EAFC action you will see in Africa this year. What a battle this one has been already. We've seen some crazy things from Killer Freak already. He looks really good on the offense. Look, there were moments in which it kind of felt like if CKE went an extra mile, if CKE did some things right, he would have certainly gotten a goal in this game. And you felt like he was building momentum, but he has to start from the back for me. He's not been as resolute as we'd expect him to be coming into this game with all of the experience that he's got. And facing a player like Killer Freak, you've always got to be sound defensively as well. Prince Roberts asking, have they played before? Yes, they did play before, and actually CKE got the victory in that one, but there was a whole lot of controversy, and that's why we have this best of 5 right here today. CKE don't die. He no fit pass part today. Please, the allegations. Let's bring them down a bit. Today, he's the one actually playing. The last time it was possibly him with all of the allegations, but today he wants to put all of those allegations to dead and certainly shut everybody that has been doubting him up. But it's not looking good for him in that first game at all. In those first 45 minutes, it was just too much for him to handle. The press alone from Killer Freak was great. The possession play from Killer Freak was great. Everything he did was really really good, and kudos to him. That's possibly some of the best FC24 action you will see in Africa this year. The first 45 was really really good. Now, looking critically at the team from CK, it's not a bad one at all. When you've got Yaya Toure, I think he's playing Genola in that cam role as well. De Bruyne too. It's not a bad combination to have, but there've just been too many open spaces for Killer Free to exploit. And for CKE, we need to see a lot more of the direct runs. I'm not seeing too many of the two balls. I haven't seen him utilize a lot of the aerial plus play styles where we see the back post crosses, which works a lot this year in FC24. I'm expecting that we'll see a lot more of that from him. Maybe just ruffle Killer Freaks feathers a bit because he's extremely comfortable right now. Like he's in his comfort zone. He's not bothered like the way CK is playing right now. The Ivorian certainly needs to change something up. Well, with how things are going and with the first game ending with that first half and the network just cutting off, I'm hoping that the second game can go smoothly.
Bonsoir à tous, la nuit est claire et dégagée, les conditions sont optimales pour jouer au foot ce soir. Bienvenue dans ce stade magnifique. Au commentaire de ce match, Benjamin Da Silva et donc mon acolyte, l'immense, le grandiose Omar Da Fonseca. On va vivre ensemble ce match passionnant.
In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afropanda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda.
You should take a day off. You should take the weight off. What you always wait for. You should show your teeth more. You should just. You should take a break and just smile. Take a break and just smile.
All right, guys, welcome back. I was just getting clarification on how we'll be carrying on with the game. We're all witnesses to, I think there was a network problem where CK's network went out or something like that. But in the first 40 minutes, in the first 50 minutes, sorry, we did see Killer Freak take a 3-0 lead. And in this game, they'll just be playing for 40 or so minutes to decide who takes everything in game one, which I'm heavily expecting Killer Freak to just round it up with the way he's been playing. He wants to continue in that fashion as well, as you get Hulit's power shots from distance and Ronaldo also chip in as well. So that's how we'll be continuing with everything that will be going down. The last 40 minutes will be played, and then we'll have everything go on down smoothly. So, in those first 50 minutes, we saw Killer Freak leading by 3-0. If you just joined, this is the best of five series between Nigeria's Killer Freak and Ivory Coast CKEs. And in that first 50 minutes, we saw Killer Freak lead by 3 goals to 0. We had the stream cut off, and then we'll play the last 40 minutes in this one to just determine who takes the victory in game one. It is the best of five series, and it's very important to see who goes on to win this one. And judging from what we saw in those first few minutes, in that first 15 minutes, it looked like CK certainly maybe needs a lot more time to assert his dominance and possibly just give us something, because in that first leg it didn't look like him at all. It didn't look like what we've been hearing about him at all, and just he was all over the place a bit. The offense didn't look like it was clicking, but maybe just maybe in this 40 minutes we might just see the real CKE come to the fore with Stones, a good cross into Mbappe certainly. Well, that's the way to do it. That's the way to start this one off. And could this be a building block to something great for him? Remember, he's now down by 3 goals to 1. He'll need 2 goals to get an equalizer in this one and possibly send us to extra time, which should be interesting. Which should certainly be interesting. If you just join, kindly do subscribe to the channel Afro Panda Esports. They're doing this with Season Gaming and making this one an enjoyable one for us to watch. Vitinha. If you're in Killer Freak shoes, I'm sure you are saying, well, why doesn't he just hold on to the lead with the last like 20 in-game minutes left? If he goes on to holding on to the lead, I think it's going to be extremely difficult for CKE. On the other hand, for CKE, he's got to throw everything he's got at this one, everything in the kitchen sink, because usually winning that first game is really, really important. And it looks like Killer Freak is 20 minutes away from wrapping up this way. Now, 9, the step over did open up the space, and it did create a really good chance of him breaking through that defense. That time, just unsuccessful. Ronaldinho won't be able to break through again, but CK's aggressive defending really working well out for him. Haaland with the best of pace. A second goal, if it does go in from CK, will leave us in a dramatic state for the last 10 minutes. Yaya Toure, great interception to building up for another attack with Rivaldo just crowded out in that area. Can't break through. And our Killer Freak will go on the other end. With CR7, the best of pace is just crazy. Certainly, if another goal goes in for Killer Freak, we might just wrap up this game already. Genola, mind you, we are just playing 40 minutes in this one. We are down to the 28th minute, 12 minutes or so to go. And CKE looks a lot more of CKE looks like someone who's revitalized now. Someone who maybe something is just clicking a lot more now for him. It just looks like in that second game, things might change for him going into this one. I'm having problems with my audio, guys. Bear with me as we get through this one. Havertz on the byline for Killer Freak again. I thought that was going to be a penalty. It looked like the referee had just made like a sign like he was going to give up the penalty, but fortunately for CKE, he didn't do that. Ronaldinho with CR7 again. He's gone down the byline so many times, and this time around it pays off for Killer Freak, and he'll finish this one off certainly with just about 2 minutes or so to go. It looks like Killer Freak will wrap up this victory for game one. CK certainly grew into the game, but with about 10 minutes to go, you know it was going to be a difficult task for him to beat Killer Freak like that. John Stone certainly now getting into the final minutes of game one of our best of five series between Killer Freak and CKE, and that will be that. Killer Freak takes game one of our series. I hope you did enjoy the action. There's a lot more coming for this broadcast brought to you by Afro Panda Esports and Season Gaming. Don't go anywhere, guys. Game two on the horizon. Stay tuned. There's something big coming.
In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afropanda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afropanda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of...
Alright, welcome back, guys. Game two on the horizon now. Judging from what you saw in game one, what do you think? What things can CKE do to get back in the game? Look, we certainly saw a positive response from him after that restart when the game one went off into haywire where there was a break in the stream. We certainly saw him get into his grooves. I saw him exploit some of the spaces. He was stringing really good passes together, but he needs to start this game very, very well, or he's going to be in trouble because we know from watching Killer Freak earlier, he starts games pretty well. His offense is very, very good. And for CK, he needs to put in a big performance today. Because if Killer Free goes 2 games up, it's going to be a tough, tough task for him to possibly create a comeback against him. It's still the best of five series action between Killer Freak of Nigeria and CKE of the Ivory Coast. I hope you guys are enjoying the action. My name is Slimon, and let's get straight into game two of that action. Killer Freak still in the orange and the black kits, kicking from right to left, and for CKE in the all white will be kicking from left to right in this one as well. And I've noticed just a few things about how CK has been playing. His transition from the midfield to the attack is very, very quick. But in that first game, I saw him rush a few of those passes, maybe just the nerves getting to him. And in this second game, with him now experiencing how this game is going and the flow in which the game goes, he'll certainly have to change the way he's been playing in that game one. But so far, so good for the Nigerian. I think Killer Freak has been perfect. The way he's been attacking has been very good to watch. Just keep doing the same thing that you've been doing, and certainly he has a possibility of producing the same results. Speaking of producing the same results, he goes on another attack with R9 Ronaldo every single time this guy goes into those dangerous areas. He looks like he just can't be stopped. De Bruyne will send the long run of Erling Haaland, but can't find him. That centre back partnership with Saliba and there is just crazy. It's one that everybody dreams of. I know it's the end of FC24 and now almost every card is available to everybody, but usually at the beginning of the game, we all want the best cards in the game. But it's really good that this battle has come here now. Killer Freak certainly not making this one go away easy at all. He gets the first goal of the second game as well. We're speaking of how quickly he starts and he asserts his dominance very early in the first 12 minutes. It's been Killer Freak all the way. CKE just can't handle all of the problems on defense, and Killer Freak pouncing with a plum. That time around, the angle looked like it was difficult for him. But we saw Alfonso Davis with a left-footed strike right into that back post. Goalkeeper left helpless, and Killer Freak will open the scoring early again. The Nigerian now has certainly gotten into his groove, and knowing Killer Freak, when he does get into that groove, he's always a tough man to stop. Ronaldinho will find space into the goal scorer Davis. Killer Freak, you'll get more passes on board. Oh, that's silky smooth. Killer Freak, he's got his A game on today, all right. He's got a point to prove, and he's certainly proving all of the doubters wrong. He makes it two with a sumptuous finish. That time, R9 Ronaldo getting in on the act with a beautifully finessed ball into the back of the net. That is the perfect start for Killer Freak again. We are deja vu. This is exactly what happened in game one. He starts pretty well, gets a couple of goals in, and now he relaxes and plays his game. Like, he'll be a lot more comfortable, and now it creates a lot more problems for CKE. Genola, CKE just can't get away from it. Well, that was a scary one for Killer Freak. It brought out a little smack from him. Davis. Stones. Haaland. For CKE with a brilliant pass. No way. That should have definitely been a shot on target. The borrow right there just took it away from him. I know the borrow is an essential move, but if you overdo it, it creates problems so many times for you. He had a space with Mbappe. Shouldn't have gone for the borrow there. This time around, you slide 1-2 to Haaland. There it is. He gets a goal back, and certainly CKE is not going to let this one go away easily too. Perfectly poised the way the game is going now. 2-1 in favor of Killer Freak, but that's the way to get back into the game. You try and effort with R9, with Killer Freak looking for a quick response. The game shaped up in a very good way now. Vitinha will find Ronaldinho trying to launch an effort, but Rudiger will come in with another aggressive tackle. There's 30 in-game minutes gone, and this one has been a lot more close as compared to game one. Everybody will agree with me. CKE hasn't been bad at all in game two. I'm not saying he was bad in game one, but comparing his game one and game two has certainly been a really big improvement. I mean, some of the movement from him is just so good to watch. That time we saw, was it control sprint dribbling from Genola to get away from the space, but he's getting things together now, the Ivorian, and he's building a lot of momentum. Haaland with a step overs again. He's equalized, all right. We have a game on our hands. Just 36 minutes gone, and we've got a 4-goal thriller. This is what we all wanted. This is why this game was hyped for all of those days. We are in for a belter. If you just joined the live production, this is the best of 5 series between CKE of Ivory Coast and Killer Freak of Nigeria. Killer Freak taking the win 3-1 in game one. And in game two, he was up by 2, but CKE clawing back with 2 strong goals. And we are now level 2-2. 40 minutes gone, just about 5 minutes to go before the first half comes to an end. Now, CKE closing spaces down really, really well, making it extremely difficult for Killer Freak to play as freely as he did in those first 20 minutes. Check. Davies for Killer Freak. I haven't seen too much of the switch of play. It's something that has been a feature in his game where he just opens up the spaces for his players to be able to create chances, but it looks a lot more congested now for Killer Freak. Kudos to CK for making that defense a lot more compact, and he's now winning balls high up the field. He's getting into dangerous positions. The decision to go near post there possibly wasn't the best one, and the referee will signal for the end of proceedings in that first half, and it was certainly an enjoyable one. Killer Freak, well, we saw a dip in momentum from him in the last 20 minutes, and we saw a rise from CKE. He's just turn this one completely around. And we certainly have a game on our hands. This is what we came here for. We came here for the entertainment. We came here for the enjoyment, and we are certainly enjoying what these two guys have for us. Look, in Africa, we've been preaching for our EAFC athletes to shine, and I feel like in FC24, there was someone from Morocco who did shine. Ex Sharif going into the FC Pro World Championship and making sure that he leaves a mark for Africa. Now he's done that. Now it's up to the rest of us to go and pull our weight. Next time in the EMPFL, hopefully Nigeria they're able to sort everything out with the visa issues. And if someone wins, certainly you'll be able to go to the FC Pro World Championship when the pro ladder comes out. I need all of the Africans to play extremely well because these two guys right here have certainly put on a showcase so far. Saka with De Bruyne, Killer Freak looking to start the second half in the same manner he did the first. With Davies on the wing now. Always looks awkward with Alfonso Davies when he's got a 5-star skill move because usually he's a 4-star skiller. But see him being able to perform the ball roll scoop is so interesting. Bukayo Saka in space again. Well, Kilafrik has done that so many times now. Get down to the byline. He'd buy for his time and just look for the best possible pass. But CKE has read that very, very well. Was trying to click that one up with Genola, but just couldn't get it. De Bruyne for the Ivorian again. Rivaldo recycling the ball in any iteration of EA Sports FC is something that is heavily slept on. And when I say recycling the ball, I mean you are attacking, you getting into the front of the 18-yard box and knowing that there's no space for you and just going back to your defenders and starting the whole attack again. That's what I'm referring to. It's so underrated. It might sound cliche, but it's one of the most basic things that you can do in the game. And I feel like both players have done that very, very well today. Vitinha was trying to force things through. Yaya Toure will come in there with another huge interception. CK on the counter definitely looks like a man who's on a mission. Every single counter attack, he looks deadly. We had the halfway mark. Well, the half-hour mark in game, and it's still level at 2-2. Matt Tomine will lift one up into Haaland. Oh, was trying to use the Norwegian's height to his advantage, but Killer Freak unsuccessful on that occasion. Coming from Montana says, bro is playing good now. Certainly, we've seen a momentum shift now in CKE. Usually in games like this with a lot of eyes watching and a lot of pressure on you, the nerves can get to you in those first games. Was there a penalty in there I'm seeing? Well. Killer Freak from 12 yards will go down the middle and score. He regains the lead, but that was a quite fortunate one. I don't know where the foul was committed, but Killer Freak will take that one all day long. It gives him his lead back. He's up by 3-2. Very unfortunate for CKE how he conceded that one. But if you've been playing EAFC 24, you've got to expect the unexpected. Davies. And could this be the one that just gets Killer Freak back into that groove again? You lift one up again. That time the left pass well read by CKE. He's doing a very good job on defense now. Mbappe has space to find the open man. Instead goes into Genola. He hold on to it. Some of these bounces are just crazy. You don't know where they come from. It looked like Genola had lost that ball. But he just got it right back. Haaland from distance. Well, that was an audacious one to try. But the goalkeeper will come and claim that one. Davies on that wing again. Something that's already proved to be pivotal for Killer Freak. Gets him another very, very important goal. It definitely sets him on his way to possibly winning the second game as well. Immediately goes down that byline. He's waiting and biding his time and looking for the perfect person to play it to. And when he does that, it's always difficult to stop. And how congested that 80-yard box is always an interesting feature for me because it can ricochet off anybody. It can cause a lot of problems for you. We'll catch a glimpse of that first goal again where he shot that ball with Alfonso Davis. The angle was against him, but certainly it's something that we can all go in there and enjoy. And then R9's finish as well with a beautiful finish. We're about 15 in-game minutes to close what has been an entertaining game too. But now we are back to square one. CKE down by 2 goals. Killer Freak regaining a very, very important lead in this one. Havertz. This time we'll find Saka. Cruyff again. I mean, some of these attacks, you just sometimes have to just throw a prayer up because there's no way you are certainly stopping all of these, and he's knocking at the door every single time he gets a chance. Killer Freak, he's done that so many times here today. And you find Vitinha with space. He could be cooking up something great here. You'll find Bellingham again. Havertz, almost a feature in everybody's squads now. Kai Havertz, his size, his defensive prowess, even though he's not a defender, but playing him at the left back spot is always good. And that's certainly a good one for Killer Freak. That's game, set, match. Killer Freak taking game 2. And another emphatic win this time around. He's got 5 goals to show for all of his exploits. And CKE is in trouble. We'll have to sound the alarm for him now. Remember that it's a best of 5 series, and if anybody wins 3 games, they are crowned champions on the day. CKE will have to now win 3 consecutive games against Killer Freak, and nobody needs to tell you how difficult that is going to be. But if anybody can pull that off, certainly the Ivorian will be in that conversation as well. De Bruyne winning that one high up the field, but it's just gone away from CKE. And to be honest with you, where the game shifted for me was with that penalty kick, where it was in favor of Killer Freak. He made sure he scored that one, and it just shifted the momentum for him. Since then, he's been able to put a lot of pressure on the defense. And in FC24, I've always said it favors heavily on the offensive player. And when you knock on the door so many times, you definitely barge it down. Killer Freak deserving another win again. Just a minute now to go. CKE has put himself in a very difficult position now. Killer Freak picking up a vital second win in this one. Wow. What a performance this one has put up. What a performance the Nigerian has put up. And you look at his posture on the live stream as well. Very relaxed, very calm. For CKE, it's now throw everything you've got in the kitchen sink at it. I don't know how he's going to approach this third game, but he's got to throw everything he's got. Like, the stats have not been good for him. That is the honest one. The stats. I mean, he always starts a goal down or 2 goals down, and it just sets him back. If he's able to contain Killer Freak pretty early, maybe we might see different results here. But we'll see how it happens in game 3. We'll take our final commercial break in this one. If you still haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Kindly leave a like on the stream for this best of 5 series brought to you by Afro Panda Esports and Season Gaming. We'll take our final break, and when we are back, we'll certainly go into the last action of the day. Possibly the last action of the day. I don't want to jinx it, but possibly the last action of the day. Remember that if Killer Freak is able to win this one, he takes the crown for this best of 5 series.
You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afro Panda, with skills, with style.
Possibly the biggest game of the day is about to begin. There's high stakes on this one. We could end the stream right here if Killer Freak goes on and wins game 3. Yeah, welcome back to the live stream. My name is Slimon for the live broadcast of our best of 5 series between Killer Freak and CKE. Killer Freak already dominating with those first 2 wins. Can he do it again, or has CKE got something different up his sleeve? We'll find out pretty soon. Well. Let's see how this one goes. For Killer Freak, you come into this matchup again with the orange kit. If you just joined, I'm just making sure that everybody who just joined newly understands how this one has gone. Killer Freak has been dominant. He's been playing in that orange and black kit, and for CK, he's playing in that all white kit, kicking from right to left. And like I said, the problem has been very glaring. Like, he doesn't start games well. I need to see a fiery start from CK. If he can't contain Killer Freak in the first 10 to 20 minutes, we might certainly see a different result coming up in. Ronaldo again was getting into another promising position. Killer Freak looked like he was going down memory lane again with how he was attacking pretty early in the game. That's the way to do it. Press high up the field and he's rewarded. Could that goal set him on his way to winning the whole of the series? High pressing paying off. And Killer Freak up already by a goal to nil. So far, in all of the 3 games, we've seen him score before the 15th in-game minute mark, and it's caused problems for CKE. Ronaldinho. Militao to De Bruyne. You can almost smell that Killer Freak just wants to kill this game off. Ronaldinho down the byline again with a 4-row scoop. He's just putting things together that just seems to work for him. He's done everything right so far. R9 will do it again with another step over. Walker this time around is there to prevent the danger. We've had a spectacle of a game so far, and we'll certainly have an enjoyable one to end this one. CKE on the break. Let me see too much of the player logs from CKE, to be honest with you. Player log, another feature in FC24 that I feel like you've got to have in your locker. It bails you out sometimes. It can bail you out of the press. It can create chances for you. We haven't seen too much of that from CKE as well. Maybe just not part of his game, but it could certainly open up things for us. Speaking of the player log, Killer Freak comes up with one of his own as he'll give me away cheap play. Oh, that's not the way to go about it. CKE hands a gift to Killer Freak, who accepts willingly. He's now up by 2 goals to nil, and this is not looking good at all. CKE has possibly just shot himself in the foot. Going into this game, look, I knew these two guys were very, very good players, but the way and manner in which Kelafrik has performed today, I think he's now convinced a lot of people that he's on a level that we didn't expect him to be, and he certainly played this game at a very good level. But this performance is certainly one for the ages. De Bruyne, Ronaldo again, killer freak, always on the offensive end, always looking for the spaces to exploit, and he almost always looks successful. Davies will try to recycle that one and find Ronaldinho. That touch was beautiful, but they just couldn't complete it. We've seen some total football already from Killer Freak, and to sum it up, he's just been superb right here today. Alo Iran. Stones. We need to see a big shift from CKE. And mind you, in game two, there was a point in which CKE certainly got back into the game. Like there was that phase in the last 20 minutes of the first hour, I think, where CKE went on the rampage. He created chances. He did score goals. And we need to see him recreate something like this if he's got even a slight chance of possibly getting a win here in this game. Vitinha, hold it. But Kefrik is just relentless with the way he's pressing. Immediately he loses that ball. It takes him just a few seconds to win it back. And he just makes the pitch so crowded for CKE. There's not a lot of space for him to exploit. The Nigerian has just been so suffocating already so far. Mbappe, now some space for him to work with the CKE. Excellent step over to create space. Mbappe just coming from an outside position. That one will not count. KJYC says Killer Freak is good at the wings. CKE should just stop him there. I can't disagree with you at all. All of his attacks have come from the wings. The wing play is certainly really good. We've seen him exploit that byline. We've seen him attack that byline. We've seen him get the back post cross. And saying like we're seeing again that time Ronaldo can't get onto that one. But on the wings, he just looks unstoppable. And KYJC, it might seem easy on the eye to do, but stopping someone like Killer Freak on the wing is really, really difficult. Alo Iran, could this be something special now for CKE as he gets into the Saudi man? Ginola to score this one. And he almost got a fortunate bounce into the back of the net. Cross will come in, oh, just wide. Everything just not working for the Ivory Coast man. That chance right there sums up how CKE's game has gone today. Sometimes he's been unlucky, sometimes he's just not played well enough. Really, really good cross to come in there. Highland with the overhead kick, and he just couldn't finish it off. Van Dijk with a huge step in. We need to see something humongous now come on from the Ivorian if there's any chance of him getting a win in this game. Because Killer Freak has got his imprint written all over this one. Van Dijk. We are here to again. CK looking for the perfect opportunity to create an attack with Ginola this time around. De Bruyne, some space for Mbappe to work with. Haaland will win it back for him. Back to Mbappe. Oh, no way. Alo Iran will have another crack at this finally. 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 I'm sure he has breathed a huge sigh of relief. And could this be a turning point for him? He's got to find a way to channel his energy through that goal because he had to try so many times. And at the third try, well, third time's the charm. At the third time, he's finally gotten a goal back. But wow. CK, at this point, in this second 45 minutes, we need to see like a masterclass from CK. We need to see him show up at the back. He's got to find a way to just stop Killer Freak. And like KYJC was saying earlier, if you can stop him in the flanks, maybe it gives you a chance to slow down that attack. But he's not been able to do that in the game so far. So for me, the advice is just focus on that offense. If the offense is cooking, Killer Freak sometimes also finds trouble. De Bruyne, speaking of Killer Freak, he wants to make things a lot more difficult. We'll try finish off from distance. Michael is up to the task. Corner will come in FC24 corners. I want to always watch. We're telling Haaland lacking around. Striker will come and claim. Just a quick reminder for those who just joined the live broadcast, it's still the best of five action series between Killer Freak of Nigeria and CKE of the Ivory Coast. Killer Freak stormed through those two games with huge wins, and he's on the verge of winning this game as well. Mind you, if he does win this game, that will be the end of the live broadcast, and that will be the end of everything. Oh, was that the right decision? Some of these decisions you've got to question from CKE, like making those final passes in the final third, they've just not looked good enough. And he's let Killer Freak off the hook sometimes, to be honest with you. That time around, I don't know if the over the top pass was the best, but it just destroyed all of the momentum that he had going. Great interception from Mbappe doing some defensive work that time. The Zan says remontada ain't coming. Well, that should be interesting if it does happen. Alo Iran. Hernandez. Walker over the top into Mbappe. Will he get there first before the goalkeeper? No. Better check who wins that race. Havertz. We are nearing that 60th A game in the market. Usually, next 24, when you're playing the game and you're down by a goal or two, and when you get to 16 game minutes, you know you've got to lock in. You know you've got to turn up the heat. And for CKE, I'm sure his manager behind him, that is probably the message that he's giving to him at this point. Walker, he's got to be careful, though. We've seen him give away a goal already in game 2 against Killer Freak. He certainly does not want that to happen here today again. Ronaldo. For Killer Freak this time around. Rudole, that's a perfectly weighted pass, or just too much weight on that one, and it will go out of play. Was certainly an enjoyable series here today, and I have to call for a lot more of this. Kudos to Afro Panda Esports and Season Gaming for making this one happen. I think we need to see a lot more of these cross-African battles. It really brings a lot of the excitement within the African community, and certainly this is the best way to go on from here. We get to see where our level is at. We get to see where our players' level is at. We get to compete amongst each other. We get to make a lot of banter. We get to enjoy a lot of these games, and certainly it should be something that we can carry on doing. Kudos to Afro Panda Esports and Season Gaming for making this one come to pass. McTominay for Killer Freak. Well, that was a risky one, but Haaland will get there first. That's the use. That is the beauty about Erling Haaland. He almost certainly wins like 80% of his headers. And if you're in a dilemma as to where to play him, whether on the wing or in the middle, just know that you still got to play him. Like anywhere you throw him, he can certainly thrive. The Norwegian. The game is just tailor-made for area plus play style guys. And I remember some time back ago, I think it was Didier Drogba who was the meta for everybody to use. And in the Champions League, there was Johnny who certainly put Didier Drogba on the map. He ended up choosing Didier Drogba in the SBC as well. Is it Killer Freak start to give away a goal? Oh, that was a close one. Better check. Will come and claim easily. Vitinha. The pass are looking a little bit shaky now for Killer Freak. In these final minutes, he's got to find a way to cool his nerves if he's to go on to win this game. Because the tides look like they're shifting in favor of the Ivorian now. Van Dijk. Walker. We'll get it into Nola. Space for CKE. He will cross it to the back post. Huge goal back for CKE. And we have another huge one on our hands. This time he executed on the offensive end to perfection. Killer Freak caught sleeping at the back. And he'll get his equalizer to go down. Beautiful stuff going on. Oh, come on. And we just killed the momentum with a connection problem. No way. No way. Certainly we'll get things up and running again. But we're at the peak of entertainment in this game, where everything was going so smoothly. And I don't know what just happened, but hopefully the guys will be able to rectify the mistake and we'll kick on soon. But it's been an enjoyable watch so far. It's been certainly one to remember so far. It's been certainly the
one that will stay in our memories for so long, because these two guys have put on a show, and can CKE build on that momentum is the big question
that everybody will be asking. Joseph Amini says the guy This guy know even they use meta formation. Hey, Charlie. When I speak of meta formations, then the 4-3-2-1 I am speaking of, or maybe that's not just his go-to move. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve, and certainly it's working for him in the third game where he's been able to get back into the game. But we'll see how things pan out for him because he's got about what, like 20 minutes to try to find a last minute goal and take us to possibly an all important game four. But certainly CKE and Killer Freak working things out to get back onto the live stream.
Where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of a new era in gaming. Afropanda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda.
words to say. Simply put, it's contagious. All direction is seamless. Simply put, my faith is fading. Trying to flip the pages. It's frustrating, but it's hard for me to break. Hard for me to say. Hard for me to break. Hard for me to break. Hard for me to break. Look at the mess we made. Let it all dissipate. With all of these words to say. Simply put, it's contagious. All direction is seamless. Simply put, my faith is fading. Trying to flip the pages. It's frustrating, but it's hard for me to break. Hard for me to say. Hard for me to break. Hard for me to break. Hard for me to break.
She speaks in my dreaming. I take her waist within my hand. When I wake, she melts away into the sand. What beating of this feeling? Watching would turn into the world of distant past. We separate across the blades of glowing glass. I see you, the same eye. Reflect the world that falls apart. There's a fire in my heart. 'Cause this fish is far unheld. Despite the brick walls, the ceiling, up here I'm freer than the bird. We sail above the broken road. The train line in sea fog. We sit and watch the planet die in our world. We sit and smile without concern. Now walk through shop centers together. Our love dissolves this human soul.
In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the Durn, all the new.
Sorry for the abrupt break in the stream. There was a little problem and we had to rectify everything. Now everything has been sorted out. This is how the game will continue. The two guys, Killer Freak and CKE, they were level in and around the 70th in-game minute mark, and they'll finish the games with 20 minutes. So they'll play 20 minutes. If we find a winner there, then we can proceed to the next game. Or if it is Killer Freak that actually goes on to win the game, we end the stream and call it a day with Killer Freak being crowned champion. If CKE goes on to win, we go in for a game four, and we'll find out if we can carry on another win in game four and possibly take us to a game five. If it ends in a draw, then it ends in a draw. That's what I'm hearing from the organizers. And then if it ends in a draw, CKE will have to go on to win the next two games to be able to win the whole series. And that's how everything will play out, guys. Sorry for the break in transmission, but we are back now. The guys are getting ready, and I'm just pumped for the last 20 minutes to go. So, thanks for staying with us. Thanks for really, really staying with us. We appreciate all of your patience. We appreciate all of your the kindness. Yes, it's really, really kind that you guys were patient with us. We know we didn't start on time. We know um, there was a lot of breaks in the stream, so kindly bear with us. We're trying to make this one as smooth as possible, as fair as possible, and everything should certainly finish as so. All right, guys, let's finish up with game three and see how the ending goes. Like I spelled out the rules earlier, they will play 20 in-game minutes to finish it all up. Like we saw them earlier, they played I think 17 minutes where the scoreline was 2-2, so they'll have to play 20 in-game minutes to see who actually carries the day. These are the rules. If Killer Freak goes on to win, we end the stream and call it quits and crown Killer Freak the winner for today. If CKE manages to pull through with a win, he also wins game 3 and it will take us to a game 4. If it ends in a draw for the 20 minutes, we call it a draw and head on to game 5 where CKE needs to win, because if it ends in another draw in game 4, then Killer Freak has certainly carried the day. So if it ends in a draw, CKE will have to win game 4 and game 5 consecutively. Those are the rules that have been spelled out from the managers, from the organizers, sorry, from the organizers from Afro Panda Esports and Season Game. We are getting everything sorted now for us to go into the live action for our 20 minutes, and there we have it. Final 20 minutes to go. I don't want to be in any of these guys' shoes right now. It kind of feels like they're playing golden goal, and the next goal wins. Maybe this could be our first goal of the golden goal action. Well. It was CKE who was looking to pull the trigger early, but that time around, Killer Freak just got in the way and made an aggressive tackle to close him down. Mind you, it's just 20 minutes they have to make their statement. Johan Cruyff, Killer Freak, in another promising position, in the position where we've seen him so many times here today, on that wing, just so deadly, can't be contained. The Nigerian has certainly made good use of those wingers. De Bruyne will find Cruyff again, try to exploit those spaces with the step overs. That time, CKE very wary of what the Nigerian can do. Hernandez. Or some way, somehow, ends up back in Killer Freak's hands with R9 Ronaldo. And you kind of feel like both players are panicking a bit. Everybody wants to get into the offensive sets really quickly, and they're rushing some of the choices there. Cruyff on the 10, Killer Freak. Could he be the one to open the scoring here in our golden goal situation? Havertz, De Bruyne with space on the 10 to find Cruyff again. Will we see something dramatic in these final minutes? 12 minutes gone with just 8 minutes to go. Maybe overthinking things a little bit. Killer Freak just can't find the perfect pass to play, but he's still not giving up. Back post cross into Ronaldo. Hernandez does well and will clear his lines. That was patience defending from CKE. You've got to commend that. It's not something that he's had all game, but when he needed it the most, he certainly was able to do it at the highest level. Now the Ivorian can break on his counter to De Bruyne. Tried to play a driven one, but the anticipation from Killer Freakers has just been superb. The switching has been certainly something that we can all enjoy. I mean, the way in which he gets into those lanes are just so good to watch. But he's got to be careful of what is behind him. As we'll see Mbappe, CKE to possibly get a last minute goal in this one. Mind you, we just played 20 minutes and it's 18 minutes gone. What a sequence of defending from Killer Freak. Ronaldo, all the best of pace. We'll see him go for the attack into the step over. Just about 30 seconds to go. Great defensive stance from CKE. And it seems like we will end proceedings with the 20 minutes. Killer Freak had our final chance, just couldn't execute. But CKE certainly, I think the draw favors a lot more of CKE now because it will certainly give him a fresh new start in game 4 where he can recoup, revitalize and restructure the way he's playing because I think in this third game before this 20 minute spell, he was actually pretty good in those final few minutes. It was pretty good before we went to the resumption game. And if he's able to go back to those ways, we could certainly see a change in the scoreline. But it was an entertaining 20 minutes. I kind of feel like the nerves got to everybody. Everybody kept panicking. I didn't see the perfect attacks that we were seeing earlier. Maybe the two of them were under a lot of pressure and will now go into game 4. So if you just joined games 1 and 2, we saw Killer Freak take the win. Game 3 ended up in a draw, and we'll head into game 4. These are the rules set out for game 4. If Killer Freak wins, well, certainly, then we are done with the series. If CKE wins, then he takes us to a game 5. If he ends in a draw, Killer Freak also picks up a win. That's how the rules have been spelled out, guys, and that's how we'll finish this series. I can't wait for that game 4 to begin. I know the guys are getting ready, and so am I. I'm just so excited to see how that fourth game goes. Is CKE now just going to have the momentum on the side? Like, are we going to see those fast-paced attacks? We saw him a couple of times play lightning fast through balls through that defense of Killer Freak, which he struggled to deal with at times. And we've also seen him being slow on offense. Which CKE are we going to see at the start of the game? It all comes down to what these two guys do. We'll be right back after this commercial.
In gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of the new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of the new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports.
All right, welcome back, guys. I've got an important announcement for you. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for joining the stream. It was a lovely time here, but this is where we'll come to an end. And the reason why we are coming to an end, I can't fully disclose. And in fact, I don't know the full reason, but the organizers have signaled me to declare John, or popularly known as Killer Freak, as the champion for the day. Congratulations to Killer Freak for pulling through. It was an excellent performance from him through games 1 and game 2. We saw him play at his peak. Game 3 at the start was pretty good. In the ending, we saw CKE go into the game. But this is where we are going to draw the curtains. We really enjoyed all of the action from Season Gaming and Afro Panda Esports. We want to say a big thank you to everybody who joined the live stream. And if you're still not subscribed to the channel, kindly do so before we end things. But see you next time. We'll catch you on possibly another Best of 5 series. I'm out.
You step into the realm of Afro Panda. In a world where legends are born and heroes are forged, prepare to embark on a journey like no other. Welcome to the dawn of the new era in gaming. Afro Panda, where skills meet style, where unity meets victory. Welcome to the future of esports. You step into the realm of Afro Panda.